Today we got the best MCW class setup, and I'm not kidding guys, this thing is finally the meta weapon of choice again within Modern Warfare 3. Everyone's using it on ranked, everyone's using it on multiplayer. It seems to be the best AR in the entire game. Now, I'm going to show this class to you guys. I'm going to tell you got to use attachment for attachment, and you guys are going to love the MCW with it. So let's get into it. This is the best class setup in Modern Warfare 3. What is up guys, my name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare 3 video. Like I said, today we're going to be looking at the MCW, a nice class setup that I have for it. Actually I have two options. One of them is going to be the best class setup that you've ever seen for the MCW. The other option is going to be just a class that I think is really good for an all-around MCW class setup. Now the first one that I want to get into is going to have everything that you guys need for it. Alright, this thing is going to be good up close, it's going to be good mid-range, it's going to be good long range. It's the meta, you want to use it for sure. Before we get into the video, if you guys could drop a big fat like, that would be absolutely amazing. Sub to the channel with those notifications turned on, and let me know down in the comments below, are you using the MCW right now? Yes or no? Simple question. I'm definitely using it again. I don't like the SVA 5-for-5 anymore. It used to be my favorite weapon in the entire game. I'm starting to dislike that weapon a lot. I notice I'm dying way too often using that one. But anyways, let's get into the MCW class. Now the first thing I want to talk about is the stim shots we're going to be using, because you do not want to get caught without stims. That's really important. Then we got munition box, so that when we do run out of ammo, because we're planning on staying alive for a long time with this class, you're going to need to have a muni box. We got assault gloves, covert sneakers, ghost TV camo, and tac mask. Now if you guys notice, there's no lethal on this, and that's because we're using the engineer vest, which is pretty much, it's going to give us a faster field upgrade timer and all that kind of stuff. And we're also getting the second gear to use. We got ghost TV camo and tac mask. And let's get into the best class setup, the best attachments for the MCW, and these are them right here. The first one is going to be the muzzle, and that's going to be the shadow strike suppressor. This is basically just going to make you guys undetectable by radar. There's nothing else to it. There's no other cons, there's no other pros. It's literally just a suppressor to keep you guys off that radar, which is really important. I look at that radar all the time and I try to spot those red dots, and it's so easy to get kills if you're constantly looking at it. A good rule of thumb, if you're not used to looking at the radar, look at it every 10 seconds. Just make sure you're looking at it every 10 seconds. You're going to see a lot of red dots on that map. The second attachment is going to be the 16.5-inch MCW Cyclone long range barrel. This is going to give you bullet velocity and range, aiming, idle sway, firing aim stability. With this one right here, you're getting effective damage range at 15%, minimum damage range at 15%, and bullet velocity at 18. Now we're losing some sprint to fire at 6, and we're losing a couple of accuracy things, but that's mostly hip fire stuff. I don't really care about losing those too much. It's a really good attachment to make this gun amazing at long range. Now some people say to use the second line Mammoth, which is not bad. It's all right. I just prefer the 16.5 MCW Cyclone. Then we're going to go over to the underbarrel. The underbarrel is going to be the X10 Phantom 5 hand stop. This is going to give you guys sprint to fire speed. It's going to give you guys ADS, vertical recoil control, and gun kick control. Getting those four things together is crucial on this class setup, all right? We're getting recoil gun kick at 4%, vertical at 5%. We're losing horizontal at 2%, but it's not bad. You guys are going to see when you're using this thing, you won't even notice that. But we're getting 8 sprint to fire and 7 ADS speed, which is crazy. This gun is fast. This best class setup is insane, and I would recommend using this on it for sure. It's gonna be good. The lack of recoil is nice, and everything is good. Now the most important thing on this class that the other class is not going to have is the Jack Raven kit. This is going to give you guys rate of fire, which is really nice, mobility and handling, damage at close range, hip fire, and tax and spread. So if you actually look at this right here, there's a lot going on. I'm going to break it down for you guys. So your headshot damage is going up to 49 per shot. So every shot you do, it's going to take 3 shots to do 147, and then you're going to need to get that extra shot off anywhere on the body. So it's a 4-shot class if you're hitting those headshots. It's really nice. Then the upper torso goes down to 36, but it matches the lower torso, because the lower torso also goes up to 36. So if you're missing some shots, you can't stay accurate on the upper chest, even if you hit the lower stomach area, it's going to do the same damage, which is really good. And then the upper legs is at 33, which is not bad, guys. That's actually really good. This gun is really nice. The effective damage range is going down 26. The minimum is going up 1, which is very minimal, and the bullet velocity is going down 32, but that's why we have that barrel on. We're getting most of it back, so it's not much to worry about. This gun is still going to be good at long range. Now the best thing is the rate of fire goes up 12%. It brings it to 800 exact rounds per minute. The RPM is nice, it's good, it's solid. Now we're losing horizontal at 95 and recoil gun kick at 34, but we're getting vertical at 28. So the vertical is really easy to control on this thing. You just kind of have to hold that stick left and right a little easier, and that's going to be about it. So much accuracy we're getting there, I don't even care about talking about it, because we just lost all that before. We're getting it all back right now. But then the mobility You're getting movement speed at 2, crouch movement speed at 4, sprint speed at 6, tactical sprint speed at 1, and sprint to fire at 15. This class, guys, you can't ask for anything better than that. It's really, really good. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and get some of that recoil control back, because that's a big loss. And we're going to go to the stock and throw on the RB Regal Heavy Stock. This is for gun kick control, recoil control, tag, stand, spread. You're getting 27% recoil gun kick, 22 horizontal, which is really nice. We definitely needed that back. And then the vertical at 22 as well. There's a lot of cons to this in terms of mobility and handling, but we already got a lot of those before, so I don't worry about those too much. This class is actually really solid, really nice gun to use, and it's probably the best class setup for the MCW right now. Now, the next class that I want to talk about is the one that I said is going to be kind of the all-arounder, and this is this one here. And if you're wondering why I got this camo on, it makes people mad, so it's kind of fun to have. It's kind of fun to mess with people. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about, actually, let me go back to the last class, because I completely forgot to show you guys. This is the whole entire class on screen right here. This is it. You guys can see it right here. That's the whole entire class on screen. Now, let's get back into this MCW class. It's going to be a little different, all right? This one we're going to have, obviously, tactical is going to be stim. Our lethal is going to be throwing knife. So we actually do have lethals now. Then we got the field upgrade munition box. Then we got the assault gloves, the covert sneakers, and the ghost TV camo. There's not going to be attack mask or anything like that, because we're running the demolition vest, which is pretty much going to make us resupply our stim shots and our throwing knives every 25 seconds, which is really good. So that stim shot, if you're alive, and you just got to stay 25 seconds alive longer and you get another stim shot for free, which is really nice. Now, the attachments on this one are going to be different as well. So the first one's going to be the Corvus / Gen 2. This is going to give you muzzle flash concealment, but it's also going to give you recoil steadiness at 13%, horizontal recoil at 13, and vertical recoil at 13. It's nice. Everything is nice on this one. We lose 8 ADS, but it's really good to have on. I would recommend that for sure. This class, we're actually going to run the second line Mammoth. Unlike the other class, this one, it just works better for this class setup. The other one, you're going to want to use the 16.5, but the second line Mammoth is going to give you bullet velocity and range, aim walking steadiness, aim walking speed, and movement speed. So look at that. That range is really, really nice. We're losing 4 sprint to fire. We're losing quite a bit of accuracy, but we're getting 2 movement speed and 3 ADS movement speed. Now you're getting 16 effective damage range and 16 the minimum damage range with your bullet velocity up by 8%, which is really nice. Then we're going to go to the underbarrel, and we're going to throw on the SL Skeletal Vertical Grip. This one right here is going to give you ADS, vertical recoil, sprint to fire speed, gun kick control, quite a nice amount of that. So this gun has like practically no recoil to it whatsoever. The recoil gun kick is up 7, the vertical is up 8, the horizontal again is down 3, but it's worth it. And then your ADS is up 6, and your sprint to fire is up 5. That's actually really nice. Now, the next attachment is going to be an optional one. If you guys like the iron sights on the MCW, go ahead and throw on the 40 round mags. That's going to be nice for you guys. It's going to be good. You don't have to worry about that, but you're going to have an iron sight. Now, personally, I'm okay with the 30 round mags. I'm not happy with it, I'll be honest with you guys, but I'm okay with it. So I went and I threw on the Moore's dot sight for this class, and this one's just really nice. It's small, it's accurate, it's precise. It's just a really good attachment to throw on in general if you have a little trouble sticking to your enemies and stuff with the iron sights of certain guns. I kind of like it. It just feels like it fits the MCW nicely, and that's why I run it. And then finally, for the last attachment, we're going to put on the RB Claw PSL grip for firing, aim stability, gun kick control, and recoil control. It makes the gun really, really nice. We're getting 10% recoil gun kick, 7% horizontal recoil, and 7% vertical recoil control. Guys, this class setup is really nice. There's no cons to this attachment. This whole entire best MCW class setup right here is the best one in the game, in my opinion. In Modern Warfare 3, this is the class you want to use. If you're playing MW3 multiplayer, this is the one that you guys want to use 100% of the time. Well, maybe not 100% of the time, because the other class, this one right here, is actually really good as well. So I'd say it's like a 50-50. You kind of got to choose which one you want. This one, the one that I gave you guys first, I'll say it's more for small and mid-range maps. As you can see, the attachments are mostly built for that, but it still does good at long range, which is nice. The other class, this one right here, is the one that I would use more for like search and destroy on the mid to larger range maps and stuff like that. You could use it on multiplayer as well, just don't use it on this super tiny maps. It's not going to work out on shipment, for example. It's not going to be the best weapon for that map. That's where the other MCW comes in. But they're both good classes. They're both great classes. Let me know what you guys think of the MCW down in the comments below. I see a lot more people using it. I used to love the SVA 545. There's something about the SVA, I don't like it anymore. I feel like it underperforms. I feel like I shoot first and die first a lot when using it, and it's still such a really good gun, but I just feel like there's a lot of issues with it. The MTZ, I do so much better. Like the MTZ, for example, I got a 1.7 KD with the SVA, I only got a 1.4 KD, and it makes sense. It is what it is. That's gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to drop a big fat like. I really appreciate that. Sub to the channel with those notifications turned on. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop those likes. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.